and welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Today's show we continue on what we were discussing yesterday about how the court trial's been fake, okay, for the SEC Ripple, and what's going to happen if there's an appeal by the SEC to go to an appellate court or Supreme Court or something. We're going to get into all this. I'm not seeing it happen, okay, because the SEC is going to get crucified. I kind of am seeing an idea of some sort of settlement in some way because, look, the SEC just got destroyed when it comes to the XRP for the common people like you and me. The court determined it's not a security. Now they got to deal. Ripple's got to deal with the other issue. There's like two issues going on, but if the SEC wants to, if the SEC loses and wants to appeal, they could just make it worse. It's like you find yourself in an 8-foot hole and you go to complain about it. Now it's a 100-foot hole. I mean, it's just that's how it's kind of gonna go. If the SEC has looked at, hey, how have you done so far in court? They got destroyed. Okay. In appellate court, they're gonna the court's gonna look even deeper at this. I don't see this going up higher. I really don't, because the SEC, it's not like they just barely won. Like, no, they didn't prove anything. They've had like 2.5 years, and they're still in like discovery. They're still trying to get this and get that. Like, they don't have anything. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's pretty clear. They've been in this court deal for 2.5 years, and they can't bring it. All right, it's just like that. 2.5 years later, oh, but Your Honor, like I'm the SEC, but Your Honor, we want to see this information from Ripple. And Your Honor, can we subpoena these forms from Ripple? And Your Honor, can we see this? Like, I'm like, dude, can you just fucking bring a case? Like, are we still in discovery mode? I know it's called discovery, but are we still in discovery after 2.5 fucking years? Where's your evidence? Or this court case is over. I'm going to dismiss it. If I'm running a court hearing, that's how I'm going to do it. And they're lucky I'm not running the hearing. This case is ridiculous. Okay. Hey, Hulk, Worldcoin just popped up on CoinSpot at $3.50. Told you. Told you 6 weeks ago about Worldcoin. Look, I'm not going to tell you guys how to get shit you're not supposed to have. All right. But some people do this. I mean, I only not been talking about this for like 3 fucking years. Don't do this. Whatever I'm going to tell you right now, don't do. I'll make it very clear because I know my show is being recorded. And these stupid assholes will be like, oh, see right there, he's aiding and abetting. No, I'm telling people what not to fucking do. Don't go get a VPN to disguise your location. Do not set your VPN for a country that's allowed to buy this stuff. And don't borrow anybody else's credit card or payment forms to be able to buy this particular crypto. Okay, I know the price has only gone up about $1.50 since I last talked about it, and from when I first talked about it, it's gone up maybe $2.50, $3 each. I don't want you to disguise by using a VPN and maybe somebody else's credit card, because that would be wrong. You'd be very rich right now if you did that, but don't do it because it's illegal. All right. So there you have that. Whoo-wee. And it'll probably hit, like I was saying in my video, $10. I said it hit about maybe 10, $8 to $10 in like a month or something like that. So yeah. Anyhow, let's continue, shall we? Where are we at here? Okay. So I'm gonna post these right now. I'm going to post where we were at yesterday, part 1. Now we're at part 2. Parts 2 of 2. All right. Here's what we got going on. Back in 2015, There was a settlement agreement. Ripple got in trouble. There was criminal charges against them. Ripple got into an investigation by our government. Let's look at what I'm doing is like a brief rundown so people who didn't watch the show yesterday. Ripple Labs got into some criminal problems with the United States Department of Justice, the U.S. Treasury, U.S. Treasury Police called FinCEN, the IRS was there, U.S. Attorney's Office. Okay, we're talking everybody that's important. Let's just put it like that, okay? All these government agencies investigated what we know today as Ripple and the XRP and how they did their business. Notice the SEC was not there. Notice the SEC was not there. Got it? Nowhere in the 2015 Ripple court hearing was there any mention that XRP or the sales thereof and this and that were securities. That never came up at all. Why? Because all these government agencies, let me be clear about this. It doesn't matter if this was 2015 or 1936. You'll have dumb people comment on the show. And don't do that because it makes you look stupid. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help people not see how fucking stupid you are. Don't comment in the show to try to out me to make me look dumb because it's going to make you look 10 times more fucking stupid. All right, just go back to your little existence. Whatever you do, you work at McDonald's or something, or you work at an auto parts store, and you're trying to be smart. Or just be smart in your own world. Don't let other people see how stupid you are. Don't try to look smart because you're gonna look dumb. Okay. A lot of times you just fake it till you make it. Shut your mouth, copy everybody else, make it through life. Hey, you'll be doing just fine. All right. So what happened is the court back in 2015, the court, American court system, the American court system. I don't know how more clear I can be. The American court system in 2015, the American court system determined Ripple, the company, was a money, let me repeat the word, money service business, not a security service business. What was it again, Crypto Hulk? A money. We're dealing with money. We're dealing with money service business, okay? And the court was very well aware of how Ripple would buy, sell, incentivize, trade the XRP. What was the XRP determined to be? Electronic money, electronic currency. That's what XRP was determined in 2015, electronic money. We're talking the word money. Nowhere in the United States court out of Northern California, San Francisco, and nowhere there did the word security ever pop up. Not once were they like, well, maybe we should contact Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler, right? Oh my God. Ripple was suspected of doing criminal activity. All the government agencies were there, FBI, Department of Justice, everybody was there. Everybody was fucking there, okay? But guess what? Why was not the SEC there? Because it's not a security, that's why. You see, our government, let me explain again. Our government, and I keep reiterating this because our government determined. See, this is why I'm not understanding why we had this latest trial. Because our government, United States government, our government determined Ripple was a money service business. Money service business. The XRP itself was considered a virtual convertible currency. Our government. Are you understanding what I'm saying? It's not that fucking tough. So it leads me to believe, why did we have this trial to begin with? Because Ripple itself was determined to be a money service business. And then you got Ripple, I mean, the XRPs, they were considered electronic convertible currency. Case closed, trial over, done. Ripple paid a fine, registered anti-money laundering. They registered with anti-money laundering. Well, if they're a security, you don't need to do that. Why are not the other channels that you're listening to explaining this? Why are the other stupid channels you're listening to not? Why are they reporting this court trial every day for like 2.5 years? They're part of the problem because they don't fucking know anything. All right. They want to talk, 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 talk. No one wants to go over this show. I've only done it now about 5 times. I've only spent about 5 hours or more going over this on separate occasions. No other channel. Why are not the lawyers explaining why we're having another? Why did the judge in this case continue to hear? Why was this case not dismissed? Because we already have stare decisis. Let the case stand. This has already been determined what it is. So what you're seeing here is stare decisis is like the first thing you learn in law school. I know nothing about law, okay? Nothing at all. But I do know that when you first go to law school, probably your first day or week, they're talking about stare decisis. This is the most basic, simple shit. Okay? When you have a previous court that has a finding due to a case called the 2015 Ripple Settlement Agreement with like 5 different branches of the government or 5 different departments of the government, the case was already determined. Stare decisis. I mean, very simple shit. This is not complicated. I know nothing about law. Okay. Yet this judge is going to sit and entertain this stupid ass case for 2.5 years. This case should have been dismissed day 1. Okay. This judge already has a previous judge determining what is Ripple and what is XRP. Nowhere in there is security because the court already did discovery and found out what it is and what it was. The court already found out what Ripple did and how they used XRP to incentivize the market. We already know all this. Due to stare decisis, the previous case, we need to let it stand. Why are we going to reinvent the wheel? It was already invented back in 2015. This whole court case I've been calling from day 1 is fake. All right? Interesting. Now, on this, what I'm showing you here, this is a United States Department of Justice page right there in front of us. Ripple Labs Incorporated resolves criminal investigation. There was already an investigation on what Ripple did with the XRP. Do you know that? Well, you don't, but you know now, okay? All the other channels, they don't know this. They have no idea what's going on. And if they do, they have not read this case, nothing. They spent 30 seconds talking about it on their show, and they're off to their corporate sponsor to tell you how you need to buy this product or buy that product, okay? They got all this time to talk about, hey, let's go to Las Vegas and jump up and down and look fucking stupid celebrating a company that's really a 3-letter government agency. See what we're dealing with here? These fucking dummies that make YouTube programs. Truly embarrassing, okay? They have no clue of the basics, yet they want to have you join a mastermind. Like, are you fucking serious? They don't even know what we're talking about here today. How the fuck are you a master, you know what, mind? I don't want to put those 2 words together because somebody's going to get all offended that they have some stupid fucked up program, okay? They can't even tell you about this lawsuit that I'm discussing right now. They have no clue. Not once in 3.5 years of listening to those, let's say, clowns on YouTube, have they ever gone over this case? Never, ever. But boy, they sure want you to go to Las Vegas and join these little groups, strategy groups. Wow. That's fucking embarrassing. It really is. Now, what we're going to do is click on the first paragraph where it says a settlement agreement. Click on that, and that will take us to where we got to be. Hold on a second there, everybody. Robert Driscoll, here's to Hulk with coffee in the morning. Oh, later this evening on my next program, I'm gonna go over. We have somebody by the name of XRP Shaman, and on the July 16th and 17th, this person was donating, and it never showed up that I saw. Um, Very interesting. One particular show, this person gave like 6 donations. I just see one on the show. So when I look back into my records, I have a YouTube section where I can look back because this person made a comment to somebody who eventually I got it. And I'm like, I don't remember on that July 17th you giving 6 separate donations. I don't remember that at all. So for some reason, it didn't show up on the screen. It shows up on when I look at my history of people who gave how much. It shows each comment, and I'm going to read off tonight the person who gave in each comment because that's what I do when somebody gives a donation. I read their name and what they have to say because what they had to say is important. Obviously, if they're going to put money behind it, it must be important. But it never showed up in the show 6 times. That's I don't miss 6. I might miss one donation and stuff, but when they're starting to get like $50 and up, that's red. So that starts grabbing attention and stuff. But it's not possible I missed. And my moderators didn't remind me. Like we didn't see it. So I have somebody now, Gary Gisler. I have somebody now looking at the show to see if it popped up. Maybe YouTube put them in after the show. There's no way somebody gives $300 in a show and nobody says nothing about it. That's not fucking possible because they give it like 6 $50 donations in a show, and I don't see that. Like that's not possible. My moderators don't remind me. Hey, Crypto Hulk. No, that's not possible. So I want everybody that if you give a donation, check your bank records. Maybe they're not going through. Maybe this person was not charged. I don't know. But I do know that YT does all kinds of stuff to this show. Some people can't leave a donation because YT will not put a donation button on their thing at the bottom. So those people, I tell them, hey, get a new email and re-register with YT again, and use a different phone number if you want to verify the account. Don't use the same one because then they'll know that it's you. But these are the games we got to play on this channel if you want to hear the truth. So, okay. Wait, hold on. Jeremy. So, Robert Driscoll, thanks for your donation. Here's to Hulk with coffee in the morning. I've not had my caffeine yet. I will when the show's over. Jeremy, best show ever. It's called When You Tell the Truth. Imagine what happens, right? Let's go to the article. Now, we're going to go to, if you're using Adobe Acrobat, I'm on page 9 of 16. If you're looking at the actual report, we're on page 4 under attachment A. So if you start from the beginning, you scroll down. Now the pages are numbered here. You got 1, 2, at the 3, at the bottom of the page, you'll see the numbers 3 and then 4. Then you have a signature page. Scroll down. Then you have something called attachment A, and that's page 1. Let's go to page 2, and we'll go to number 10, and that's where we're going to start off today. So what we're doing right now is you really should watch yesterday's program, my PM show. That'll be part 1 of what we're doing. Right now we're on part 2. So it's the other half of yesterday's show. I'm not going to get into explaining all the stuff from yesterday. Just watch the show. And today we're getting into I'm showing you right here. So why is Crypto Hulk doing this? Because nobody is explaining this at all. And I'm just fascinated why. Here we have an actual court case with Ripple Nobody on YouTube goes over this. Not that I've seen. There might be like somebody out there, I don't know who, but I haven't seen it. And I've been crypto 3.5 years, and I haven't heard anybody doing what we're doing today. I've only done this show 5 times now, but these other channels not gone over it once. The other channels are so fucking stupid. They went over the Ripple trial every day for 2.5 years over a fake trial. Truly sad. The blind leading the blind, as they call it. So Ripple gets in trouble back in 2014. 15, there was a case settlement agreement. Basically, what happened is Ripple was acting as a money service business. And the money that they had was XRP. There you go. It wasn't a security. It wasn't none of this dumb shit. Okay. This whole court trial has been fake. And every YouTube channel that reported on it every day is fake as well. That's why Crypto Hulk did not report on it. I'm not giving you, here's the daily update. Judge Annalisa does this. What does Stuart Alderati from Ripple say? Who's on first? I don't know who's on second. It's just a big fucking joke. Right here. I'm going to tell you what the facts are. I don't need to talk about the current court case that just ended. It's so stupid. It doesn't do anything. The judge, I'm going to continue with my show because this whole fucking thing is ridiculous. Ripple got in trouble because they were acting as a money service business and they weren't registered. That's pretty much the fucking deal. It was a criminal act. They were investigated and they were exonerated. Okay? They had to pay a fine because you have to pay to play. They paid a fine. They registered as a what? Money service business, not a security service business. Nope. Zip zero. But everybody's going to talk about it on YouTube. Oh, what's going on in the trial today? Oh, we got this going on. Lucky Seven's coming in right behind. It's like a fucking horse race. It's ridiculous. So under the Bank Secrecy Act, Ripple had to register. They had to do anti-money laundering and prove they have a program in place. They did all these things. The court already knew that Ripple was buying and selling the XRP. They were incentivizing it. They were using it however they were to spread liquidity. The court already determined all this. This shit's already done. Okay, what we've just witnessed is the world got fooled by a court case that's fake. That's what just happened right in front of everybody's eyes. Not our channel, because we know better, because we're reading the actual documents, and this is now our 5th time on this channel going over this. So, number 11 on page 2 talks about further. A money service business, which is what Ripple was determined to be, must report transactions that the money service business knows, suspects, or has reasons to suspect are suspicious. Okay, so Ripple was not doing that. That's why they got in trouble. Whoa, big deal. Okay, so they registered. Then they become a money service business. All done. Problem solved. Okay, that's all it was. They had to pay some high fines, though. I got to say that. Let's look at the next page, page 3 at the bottom. Or if you're on Adobe Acrobat, we're on page 8 out of 16. Let's see, there's number 12. Okay, so Ripple had to do what's known as know your customer. They had to get in this anti-money laundering program that FinCEN has, which is the Treasury has. You notice how the Treasury is involved, everybody? That's your newsflash right there. The Treasury is involved because this is money. What does the Treasury do? Just for people that are outside the United States, maybe they don't know, I'm going to let you know because the other channels on YouTube are not letting you know. So the Treasury is involved with money, with currency, yes. That's why the SEC had nothing to do with this case because it's not a security. Bingo. The whole Ripple trial was fake. We're seeing it right here. If the SEC was involved, Ripple, the XRP would have to be a security, correct? Yes, Crypto Hulk. Crypto Hulk, we know you don't need to tell us that the SEC deals with securities. Okay, okay, I won't tell you then. Why the fuck are they involved with Ripple then? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Because I'm reading to you out of a 2015 court case that clearly demonstrates Ripple's money. That's why they have to join the what? Bank Secrecy Act. Bank secrecy. It's not security secrecy. Why would Ripple be working with the Treasury if they're a security? See, this shit doesn't make any kind of fucking sense, all right? Everybody has been fooled because nobody's going over this right here. If these other YouTubers had any kind of fucking brains in their head, they'd be doing what I've done 5 times already and gone over this court case. Instead of reading off, what's the latest in the court case today, Jim? Well, looks like Gary Gensler did this, that, and the other. Who cares about this fucking court case? It's meaningless. We already have, through stare decisis, this court decision right here. They did investigation. Everything's done. If we had responsible judges in this country, they would have dismissed this court case the minute they got the petition for the court to hear it. They'd be like, stop it, dismissed. Before it even hits the court, dismissed. Go look at Ripple versus Department of Justice, 2015. There's your answer. Bye. I mean, that's how a responsible judge. These 2 judges are not responsible. They have no fucking idea, okay? Or they're in on it. Take your pick. Maybe both. Next, number 14 on page 3. I'm going to skip through. Number 15, again, talks about the Bank Secrecy Act. It says in number 15, MSB's failure to register with FinCEN does not relieve an MSB of its obligation to follow regulations. So the fact that Ripple didn't know, that's kind of like the way of saying, well, you're still going to have to pay the penalty. But so Ripple paid the penalty. The Ripple's intent. So that's why they didn't get criminal charges. They just had to pay a fine and register. Because Ripple's intent, it was very clear when the Department of Justice investigated Ripple. They weren't trying to evade laws. They just didn't know. So there's a penalty for that. Okay. They should have had better legal counsel or whatever it might have been. But they got it and they moved on. Now we're at page 4 at the bottom if you're following. Let me check the comments real quick and then we'll get back here. Oh, Jeremy says, keep the truth coming, Hulk. That's what we do, man. I'm just showing the truth here. It's not my personal comment that these judges are fucked up. It's the fact. I'm showing you the facts right here. It's not my comment that this whole 2020 Ripple SEC court case was fake. I'm showing you the proof right here. I don't need to use my comments or my opinion. I'm just showing facts. That's all I do on this show. It's not my opinion. Well, sometimes I'll say it's my opinion Gary Gensler's a dumb fuck. I mean, yeah, that's my opinion. But actually that's probably fact. But but this whole thing, this whole court case, all the YouTubers reading off this court case every day, fucking embarrassing. Truly embarrassing. And they claim to be like a mastermind. Like, are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? Dave Ryan, welcome to the show. And Eyes Odd, Anticipation, he says, keep strong. You got Eric Goldsmith, again, back at it. Again, thanks, Eric, for your donation and your viewership. Let's get on to I love these facts. Let me get back to this fact. Okay. So now we're on page 9, if you're on Adobe. And if you look at the bottom of your page, you should see 4 for attachment A. It says violations, okay? Roman numeral number 3, violations. Ripple Labs operation as a money service business, March to April 2013. Again, what happened was this. Only from March to April 2013 did Ripple do anything illegal. Only during this 30 to 40-day period. That's it. And we're talking 10 years ago this shit happened. What did they do? They acted as a money service business without being registered and following procedure. That's all. That's why this was a criminal case originally in 2014. Ripple got criminal charges brought against them. Not a big deal. The FBI and everybody, DOJ investigated them and found out that, yeah, you were doing these things, but it wasn't your intent to evade the law. So you know what? Here's what we'll do. You pay a fine. You register as a money service business. Get a anti-money laundering policy for your company and stuff. Show that you're in compliance, and then go about your merry way. Because Ripple, you are a money service business. You deal with money, and the XRP itself is considered electronic convertible currency. It says here in number 16, Ripple is a currency exchange service. Got it? Very clear. It's in quotes. What also is in quotes, Crypto Hulk? It says that Ripple provides what? Online, real-time currency trading and cash management. Is there anything here about securities? No, Crypto Hulk, there's not. That's my fucking point. That's exactly my fucking point. What does Ripple do, Crypto Hulk? Well, according to paragraph 16, Ripple facilitates what? The transfers of what? Electronic cash equivalents. Electronic cash equivalents. And what do they also do? They provide virtual currency exchange transaction services for transferable electronic cash equivalent. Are you seeing a reoccurring pattern with the word fucking cash? Where in this investigation that the Department of Justice did, where in this investigation are we seeing securities anywhere? Ferris Bueller. Okay, there's nothing here with securities. It's because it's not. Our Justice Department already investigated this whole shenanigan, and there's nowhere in here as security because it's not. This whole court case has been a total sham, all right? Very clear. It's not my opinion. I'm just reading the facts here, okay? This isn't a Crypto Hulk opinion show. This is a Crypto Hulk, let's look at the court document show. That's what kind of a fucking show this is, all right? It says here, March 6th to about April 29th, we're talking 2013. Here's what Ripple did wrong. Ripple Labs sold convertible virtual currency. Oh, well, isn't that something? The Department of Justice found that Ripple Labs sold what? Securities? No. They sold convertible virtual currency known as what? XRP. Can somebody please fucking explain to me why the judge for 2.5 fucking years was twiddling around with this stupid case when a previous court through stare decisis has already figured out what this shit is? This country embarrasses the fuck out of me. That's what we got going on. Number 18. Ripple Labs was not registered with FinCEN as a money service business while they were engaging in these sales. Okay. I'm just going to skip to number 20. Number 21. Number 21, Ripple Labs failed to establish and maintain appropriate anti-money laundering program. Was there an anti-security laundering program? No, there was not. Look, the word security is not in this report whatsoever. All we got is money, electronic money, convertible electronic money, money. It's all about money. There's nowhere in here about a security. The American justice system today embarrasses me. This Ripple SEC trial embarrasses the court system because they just fucked up. It's embarrassing. Let's go on to the next one. Now we're at the bottom of page 5, and we're at the if you look at the bottom of the page, it's 5. I'm going to start with number 22. I'm going to see if there's anything interesting. I'm going to go from 22 down to 30 or whatever it is. Okay, listen now. This is massive right here. Number 22. On July 1st, 2013, we're talking a year and what, 30 days ago? I'm sorry, 10 years ago and a month, Ripple Labs incorporated a subsidiary, XRP Fund II. I did some looking up on this. I've decided I'm not going to talk about it, okay? It's one of those. This will be a channel killer, so I'm going to like avoid that. I'm just going to say it's a 3-letter agency. I'm going to leave it at that. That's just my opinion. I know I'm not going to comment even on that. Just leave it alone. It's just my opinion. Started in South Carolina. Listen to what they say. You know how people say that Ripple buys and sells all this XRP stuff? Okay. Let me tell you what the court says. Let me tell you who the court says is the one buying, selling, and exchanging the XRP. Let me tell you what the court says. I don't want to hear what Brad Garlinghouse says. I want to hear what the court says. Here we go. XRP2 was created to what? Engage in the sale and transfer of XRP to various third parties on a wholesale basis. Bam, there you go. Well, no, Crypto Hulk. Ripple did that. No, let me read the article. Let me read this from the court document again, because some people don't fucking get it. XRP2, not Ripple, was created to engage in the sales of XRP and the transfer of XRP. There you go, on a wholesale basis. Ripple wasn't, except for that 30-day period. That's why they got busted. After that, they stopped doing it. So right after that, who was buying and selling and stuff, the XRP? It was XRP Fund II. They engaged. XRP Fund, not Ripple, is responsible for the selling and transferring of the XRP. Bingo, there you go. Well, damn, Crypto Hulk, that just destroys everything we're told online. Yes, it does. That's where my channel comes in, because I bring you facts on really what the fuck is going on. Look, I'm not trying to knock Brad Garlinghouse and stuff. You know, everybody goes to Las Vegas, jumps up and down, is all happy and giddy. Brad shows up. Hey, that's great. I'm glad they had fun. But my show's not based on fun. It's based on fact. And the fact is, according to this court document, XRP2 and not Ripple was created to engage in the sale and transfer of the what? Convertible virtual currency, XRP. There you go. All right. XRP2 sold XRP currency in exchange for fiat. Okay. That's who's been doing this. In other words, listen close here. XRP2 replaced Ripple Labs as a seller of XRP. Do you get it? So when Brad Garlinghouse goes up and says, Ripple's been a good steward of XRP, no, they haven't. Let me repeat this again. XRP2 replaced Ripple Labs as the seller of XRP. Ripple wasn't selling XRP. It was XRP2 Fund. They replaced Ripple Labs as a seller. Do you get it? Okay. So for all the people out there, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Well, Brad Garlinghouse said, I don't care. Look, I don't care what Brad says. I don't care. What I care about is the facts, and we're reading them right here very clearly. Look, all these people are nice and they're friendly and stuff, but look at everybody. They're under non-disclosure agreements with government agencies. They can't tell you the truth. When Brad Garlinghouse gets out and, Las Vegas says, yeah, everybody, Ripple didn't do anything illegal. We were, trying to be good stewards with the XRP. Okay, let me repeat this. XRP Fund II replaced Ripple Labs as a seller of XRP. So whenever Brad's telling you that, it's not true. All right. He's a nice guy and stuff, great. But don't get it confused. That's not the truth. The truth is this court document right here, which I'm reading off of. Got it? And people are like, damn, man, this is some new shit I've never heard. This is some whole new next level shit, Crypto Hulk. No, it's just the court documents. All you got to do is people have to read it. So I'm helping you guys read the document. I provide the document for you. Those that are following along, see what the truth is. All I'm doing is telling the truth. My opinion doesn't fucking matter what goes on. In the world of crypto, I am a nobody. What do I bring to the table? Truth. Truth teller. So, this SEC lawsuit brought against Ripple Labs is fake because I just showed you with proof right here. XRP Fund II replaced Ripple Labs as the seller. So if this court case was going to be valid, the SEC would have to sue XRP Fund II for the sales of security. See what I'm saying? So Ripple shouldn't even be in his lawsuit. This whole thing's ridiculous. Like, I'm almost ready to laugh right now. But this is my country. That shows how fucked up it is. So that means I'm probably almost ready to cry. All right? Let me look here. Scotty F, thanks for your donation. Scotty F has some fake Crypto Hulk sending him messages on Twitter. At Crypto Hulk 019. Oh my God. So I'm at Crypto Hulk 19. They put a 0 in there. The scammers are out, you guys. XR Pat XLM Lab, whatever it is, he gave away 5 memberships. XR Pat XLM Laughter. So they gave away 5 memberships, and it's not showing them right now. So everybody must be a member that's watching the show or something. But that's pretty generous of you. Thank you for that. So now, new people tonight. Let me try to open the phone line tonight. Last night I couldn't. We just got so busy with this court case thing that I didn't have time. But I want to have an open phone line tonight so new people can ask me a question or something. Henry Brown, shout out everyone. Henry Brown's here, and he gave a membership to somebody who we'll find out here in a minute. Sammy Diaz says, so XRP2 is the middleman, and we all bought XRP from them. Technically, no. I mean, technically, yes, you're right. I got my stuff from an exchange. The exchange got it from the middleman. The exchange, and how do we know? Because I just read the court document. So it wasn't Ripple selling to all these exchanges. I know that's what everybody's saying in the crypto world, but I just showed you the court document where it's the XRP Fund II that replaced Ripple as sales of XRP. So it's actually XRP Fund II is the one who has been buying and selling off exchanges. If you want to get technical about it and use the court document. If you just want to say what Ripple executives tell you, then that's not what this court document's. They're saying opposite of the court document. Right here, number 23 says, buy on or about August 4th, 2013, XRP2 was engaged in what? The sale of XRP currency to third-party entities. So that exchange that you got your XRP from, they got it from XRP2 and not Ripple. Got it? That's what the court document's telling us. Number 26. So we're still on page 5. paragraph 26, letter B, lowercase. It was not until late January 2014 that XRP2 hired an anti-money laundering compliance officer. So what was going on is both at first, in all fairness, because that's what the court document says, Ripple was selling the XRP for about 40 days, then they stopped. Then after that, XRP Fund II, who got all compliant and everything, they came into this and started selling it. Ripple had stopped at that point. And then later, of course, Ripple gets registered as a money service business, all that stuff. They have a court hearing. That's what we're looking at right now, the paperwork. Let's go to the next page and see if there's anything more I need to go over. Okay, that's pretty much about it. You're more than free to look at the rest. The rest of this, which I'm not going over, is called Attachment B for boy, Attachment B. And it just goes over some miscellaneous cool stuff if you want to look at it about Ripple and what happened in the court stuff. So I've pretty much said my piece. I'm pretty much done showing you again for the 5th time how the December 2020 Ripple SEC court case was a fake sham. And I've done that by using evidence of a 2015 court case, not CryptoHawk's opinion. So that's just how it was. This whole court thing was total scam, and I just proved it right here by showing court documents. Let me see. I'm just looking at people's comments right now. I think I'm going to probably wrap this show up. Doggy duty, out collecting mallow and comfrey leaves. Seriously? So what difference will this fax do to our XRP bag? Should we be concerned? No. Well, actually, these people make up rules. Look, I got my stuff in a hardware wallet. It's in a Faraday bag. I know nobody can take my XRP for it being a security. I've just proved that right now. So by showing court documents. So we know that it's not a security. So here's the thing about the title of the show. So if I don't see this happening, and if I do, it's another stall. It's another stall tactic. Would the SEC want to take this to an appellate court? God, no. Because look, they lost the first. They couldn't even prove this case. Okay. I'm showing you right. I'm totally beating up the SEC with this case right now. And I'm not even a lawyer. Okay. The judge isn't convinced that the XRP is a security. You and me know that it's not. We read the court 2015 settlement agreement. I guess the judge has not read the 2015 settlement agreement. Of course they have. It's all fake. So if this goes to Supreme appellate courts next, it can't go there. If you want to commit suicide, then go to the appellate court, because from what we see already, the SEC has almost nothing at all as far as evidence. In fact, Ripple didn't even do this. It was XRP Fund II is really who they need to go after. The SEC needs to go after XRP Fund II and not Ripple. We just learned in the court documents it was XRP Fund II was the one that was buying, selling, incentivizing, converting, whatever, all this XRP shit. It wasn't even Ripple. So that's why if this goes to appellate court, SEC loses. The higher up it goes, the worse the SEC gets exposed for a fraud court case. Okay, the higher up it goes, it gets worse for the SEC. In my opinion, I'm seeing some kind of settlement. They've got to, because they can't. Because look, the SEC might file an appeal, okay, but they've got to settle because they're going to get fucking destroyed. I just destroyed it right now. I just destroyed the whole case right now, and I don't even have a Juris Doctor. I'm just like some nobody. Okay, this is very simple stuff. It's called reading English. If you could read English, you already know how this court case goes in appellate court. They will get destroyed, and especially if it goes up to Supreme Court, they'll get even more destroyed. So I see a settlement that way. The SEC can still look like they're tough because they win the settlement or they have a settlement. So it's kind of like SEC wins. They can Gary Gensler can walk away looking like he's a somebody instead of a nobody. Gary can walk away. It's not technically a loss, right? It's a settlement. So it's not like win, lose, or tie. It's like a tie. So it's not considered a loss. Ripple will probably pay some sort of fine, possibly. I don't know what the terms of the settlement will be. Clearly, Ripple didn't. I'll leave that alone. I know the terms. I'm not going to try to play fortune teller with that shit. But if it was me, and I'm nobody, but I would call it that there's got to be some kind of settlement. SEC cannot risk going to higher level courts because then they lose all the crypto space. See, they're going to lose. At the appellate level and the Supreme Court, they're going to lose. That means they just got their nuts chopped off and they'll never be a man again. They'll be a boy like Pinocchio. So they have to accept the settlement. And what I think it's going to do is allow Ripple in and they slam the door shut to everybody else. Now the SEC can be like, and turn around and go after the children, okay? Scare the children. And everybody's going to be running. Vitalik's going to be running in his pajamas like he normally shows up on TV in his pajamas. Vitalik's going to be in his pajamas running away as fast as he can while he's shitting his pants. And so is the whole crypto space. But anyhow, I just showed you guys the facts. I was messing around with this settlement stuff. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just here. I'm not here to guess what's going to happen. Some of you wanted to know. I've been people are asking me here and or on my private social media stuff. Hey, Crypto, what do you think about that's that's just my take. I don't know what's going to happen. All I'm doing is showing you what has happened. And that's my goal on this channel, is to show you what has happened and then the facts and stuff. My name's Crypto Hulk. That'll conclude today's show. You should know that what you have is electronic convertible currency. That's what you have. As far as now, what does this mean for tax implications? Do you tax money that when you have a money like a dollar, let's say if the American dollar, if that American dollar goes up in value, whatever, let's say tomorrow our government backs the dollar, and instead of you being able to buy a Super Ball out of a gumball machine with the dollar, that dollar value, and we get rid of the debt, that dollar will probably be able to buy you a pizza. And not at Little Caesars. We're talking like so it's just since the court in 2015 is calling XRP an electronic money, an electronic convertible currency, whatever those kind of terms are, you don't tax it. So this will be my opinion. I want to make sure it's very clear. But if the American dollar, which let's just call it like Ripple or whatever, XRP, if the American dollar goes up in value, our government doesn't tax us. That doesn't make sense. When the value of any currency anywhere in the world goes up in value for whatever reason, it's not like the government says, oh, you got to pay capital gains tax. Like it's like whipping out my wallet and saying, oh shit, I got to pay tax because the dollar went up. No. So that's my opinion with the XRP. I don't truly believe we will be taxed on our XRP because the courts are already, for the past 8 years, calling XRP an electronic currency, convertible currency, electric money. So you don't tax that. So I don't see why I would be paying tax on an XRP to an IRS. When do you tax money? Are you starting to see this stuff now? Why? Now there's YouTubers out there. I won't mention their names, but they have this tax attorney guy on their show. Of course, the tax attorney's paying them. Why, if you have XRP, why the fuck are you paying tax on your XRP? Do you see how stupid these people are that run these other channels? It's embarrassing. No common sense. I'm not discussing anything difficult. I'm just talking about common sense in reading prior court cases. XRP by our justice. See, look at this. Our Justice Department called XRP electronic convertible currency, right? Do you think if the IRS comes after you for not paying tax on XRP, what's the Justice Department going to do? Nothing. Do you see this? No other channel talks about this, but I'm just using common sense, right? The Justice Department, which is the FBI and all the cops and shit, and the FinCEN, which are the Treasury Police, have all determined Ripple is a what? Electronic convertible currency. So can the IRS tax a currency? No, they can't. So why the fuck are you paying tax to the IRS? I'm just asking the questions because you like our country so much. You want to give them all your money. How the fuck? Explain. So if you look on my little on the thing I gave you, the settlement agreement, let's scroll up right before attachment A. You got all these signatures, right? Remember the signature page right here? Do you think the United States Attorney's Office is going to come after you? Back then, her name was Katie Hahn. Well, back then it was Catherine Hahn. Nowadays, we know her as Katie. She works for some scammy crypto company now or whatever. Catherine Hahn, Assistant United States Attorney. Is she going to come after you if you don't pay your crypto tax because you have XRP? No. She signed off on this agreement calling Ripple a convertible currency. Let's say this, is the Department of Justice, who signed off on this whole court hearing and stuff, it shows right here, U.S. Department of Justice, United States Attorney, Northern District, California, they determined that Ripple was an electronic convertible currency. Are they going to come after you when you don't pay tax to the IRS? No, they're not. Do you see how asinine this whole thing is? If you know of think of a channel that promotes a crypto lawyer, okay? And this crypto lawyer is a sponsor to their program. Why the fuck would you pay tax on a currency because the U.S. Department of Justice called XRP a currency? You don't pay tax on a currency. The Department of Justice is not coming after you because you don't pay tax on currency. The Treasury, when's the last time you paid tax on $1 and it goes to the Treasury? You don't tax Treasury money. You don't do that's ridiculous. So the IRS has no right to ask you if you bought XRP or sold it or whatever. You tell them to go shove it up their ass. You say, according to what your response from the IRS would be, please, IRS, take me to court so we all can, in front of the judge, show the 2015 Ripple Settlement Agreement where the Department of Justice calls it an electronic convertible currency. Your Honor, why does the IRS have us here in court wasting time? Can they not read? Can they not comprehend? XRP has been determined by the Justice Department and the Treasury to be a currency. Why the fuck am I paying tax? Why does the IRS think I have to pay tax on a currency? Can somebody please explain that? That would be like me pulling out a dollar bill, and if the price of a dollar bill tomorrow, it goes up, do I got to pay tax on that dollar? That's ridiculous. That's what we got going on. This is Crypto Hulk. Just stuff to make you think because the other channels don't do that. Captain Caveman, common sense. Thank you, Hulk. All right. If they could, wait, if they could, they would tax you to break, aka carbon tax. That's what it'll be now, a carbon tax on the dollar. This is all ridiculous. Anyhow, I got to go. See y'all. It's enough learning for today. 1 hour and 12 seconds. I'll see y'all in my next broadcast, probably in like how many hours from now? About 11 or so hours